One estimate shows the PGA Championship at May at Southern Hills Country Club had a $157 million economic impact on our city. Now, the Tulsa City Council voted last night to waive a big part of the security fee for that championship.
That's just one of the topics we wanted to discuss today live with Tulsa's Mayor G.T. Bynum. Good morning, Mayor Bynum.
Good morning.
Let's jump right in. The Tulsa Police Department gave the PGA an estimate on what it would cost for security during the tournament. Ended up being more than that estimate, and the PGA had asked the city to waive the fee. City Council approved it. You still have to sign off on it. What is your reaction, Mayor?
Oh, I intend to sign it, and I understand the debate on the council. I think some of my colleagues had a concern that this would create a precedent where other folks would expect to also have their security fees waived for events. As far as I'm concerned, the only precedent that's set is if you bring a $150 million economic impact event to town, we will waive gladly $100,000 of your security fees. I think that is more than a fair trade for the impact that that event had on our community. And it was important to us as the lead law enforcement agency for the city that we provide for a safe event. And so I think that the request is a reasonable one, and I will sign it when it gets to my desk.
Well, and we're seeing some video there. This has happened before with some other events in the past. Is it a possible problem, though? I mean, moving forward, do we need to have better management with making those estimates? I think that may have been what one of the counselors was asking.
Well, I think that it is hard to make those estimates. The challenge that we had with this particular event, and I think the main reason that the estimate ended up being different than what it actually was because we had what was probably the greatest week in the history of the city of Tulsa as it relates to tourism.
Right.
I mean, we had the PGA at the same time as the Ironman, at the same time as the Brooks and Dunn concert, and a number of other, I think BMX had a big event in town. And so our police department and all law enforcement agencies in the region were strapped and had a lot of people working overtime to make sure that we could host people from all around the world for those world-class events in a safe way. And I'm just, you'll hear nothing from me but praise for the way that the Tulsa Police Department conducted themselves during that week. And I think Tulsa really shone for the whole country and the whole world through the coverage of those different events. And again, and as you mentioned, waiving security fees is not unprecedented. We do it for much smaller scale events that the council has approved in the past that don't have a fraction of the economic impact that the PGA Championship had on our city. And so, again, I think waiving this particular fee with the outsized impact that it had for our community is a reasonable one. But I agree with my colleagues on the council that said that we need to take each of these on its own merits, right, and evaluate it as it moves forward. We're not establishing a new policy here where events of any size or economic magnitude can expect to have their fees waived.
918 Day, Mayor, we want to talk about that. Sunday, September 18th, 918. What do we have planned?
Well, I love this event every day, every year. We started this my first year as mayor, and I think everybody recognizes the numbers. Our area code 918, so September 18th is our day to celebrate all the things that we love about Tulsa. It falls on a Sunday this year, so we're actually doing events throughout the weekend. Cheating a little bit, doing stuff on Saturday, September 17th, as well as on 918 Day itself. Big event that we'll be kicking off first thing in the morning on Saturday, though, is dedicating our brand new fire station 33 in East Tulsa. That's really going to help our Tulsa Fire Department, which is one of the most highly rated fire departments in the United States. We want to make sure that they continue to be able to respond quickly to emergencies. And so we have built this new station in East Tulsa. We'll be dedicating that first thing in the morning on Saturday, and then launching the scavenger hunt that we do so that people can get into all parts of the city and learn things about Tulsa that they might not have known. One of the things that makes this 918 Day unique is that we are in particular using this day to honor our first responders here in Tulsa who have done so much over the last several years in particular, and they do every day, to protect the lives of Tulsans. And so I'm just really excited to see the creativity and the great ways that Tulsans come up to show their love for our city and especially their appreciation for our first responders.
Before we go, we only have about 30 seconds, Mayor, but the grant that we are a finalist for fixing flooding issues at 46th and South Sheridan, tell us what this grant could potentially do for that area.
Well, if we get this federal grant, it will be a huge deal for Tulsa. We're the only finalists in this part of the country, so that hopefully bodes well. This will positively impact the flooding issues there on Sheridan. Anybody that drives that when we get heavy rain knows what I'm talking about, but it will also positively impact hundreds of different businesses and homes and 2 different schools to make them safer places and less flood prone. So we're very eager to find out if we've secured that grant or not.
All right, keep us posted. Great to see you. Thank you for your time. We'll catch you again next month.
Thank you.